Yo, 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 yo. Shout out, shout out. Shout out. Thanks ulit, Kong Jenny. Yum, yum. Alright. Ito na nga. Paano ba yan? 2-1. Tatlong framers ng Constitution. Monsod, sabi, hindi pwede remand. Ascuna, sabi, pwede. Allowable. Sabi niya pa, quote and unquote, I like the way Supreme Court says it or puts it. It is not unconstitutional. Okay? That's a very logical statement. Sabi, eto ngayon, it is permissible. I will explain later anong diferensya. Ito. Explain mo natin. Sa law. Okay? Sa law. Philosophy of law. In all philosophy. In all philosophy. Triadic logic to. Okay? Triadic logic to. Ito yung point ng triadic logic ni Peirce. Diba? True, false, neither true nor false. Okay? Ito. Sa batas, may tatlong options lang. Triadic ulit. Okay? Triadic lang ulit. Okay. Ang una, promote. Sunod, prohibit. Promote, parang sa true. Diba? Prohibit, parang sa false. Right? Ngayon, ano yung neither nor? Permit. You get it? You get it? It's not saying it is false or true. It's neither true nor false. Kumbaga, sabi ni Peirce, hindi niya vina-violate yung law of excluded middle. Kasi 'di ba, in every proposition is either true or false. Okay? Yun yung yung law of excluded middle tsaka yung principle of bivalence. Principle of bivalence ulit tayo. Principle of bivalence. Principle of bivalence. In logic, the semantic principle of bivalence states that every declarative sentence expressing a proposition of a theory under inspection has exactly one truth value, either true or false. A logic satisfying this principle is called a two-valued logic or bivalent logic. Bi nga di ba? Parang tanong sa LGBT. Bi nga so dalawa. True or false. Okay, ito yung ang sinabi ni Peirce is tama yan. But there are things in reality that doesn't apply. Hindi niya bina-violate yung law of excluded middle. Tama yun. But merong mga bagay na it doesn't apply. Like colors. Kasi na. May spectrum of colors. Right? Yun yung argument. Parang ganito. Makikita mo kapag meron kang ng future events din. Pero future events kasi pwede mo i-argue na that can be either true or false pa rin eh. That's debatable eh. Pero sa colors. Right? Colors. May spectrum. Okay? Tsaka may spectrum din ng kabobohan. Basta may spectrum. So, there, sabi ni Peirce, the principle of bivalence doesn't apply there. Okay? Magkakaroon tayo ng triadic logic. So ngayon, sa batas, ang senators, ang Congress can only do things. Three things. Prohibit, promote, meaning that's good. We want more of that. That's good. We legalize it because it is good. Right? Pangalawa, prohibit. That's bad. Murder is bad. We prohibit that. Ano yung pangatlo? Permit. Meaning, walang nakalagay. Like freedom of speech, freedom of religion, di ba? Nakalagay doon lang, freedom of religion, na parang tinatali lang yung government. Pero, walang nakalagay doon kung anong klaseng practice ang pwedeng gawin ng religion. Right? So, it is permitted. Gets? Nanggas niyo yun. Gender may spectrum. Hoy, Chibi. Tumigil ka. Huwag ka nang sumama doon sa June. Matapos na yung June. Gets niyo ba yun? Yung permit is on the gray area as long as it doesn't violate the law, then it is permitted. Kapag silent yung batas doon. Diyan sila nag-argue ngayon. According to this. Ganyan, di ba? Doon ang gagaling yon sa permitted. Diyan, sabi ko, di ba? Sinabi ko naman sa inyo yan eh. Ambiguity is useful para hindi mo idiretso na sabihin na mali yan o tama yan. That's why it is permitted. Are we clear on that? Tatlo lang yan. 3 P's. Prohibit, promote, permit. Permit, it means there's no law. Okay? There's no law. Like for example, slap. That is still permitted. Thanks nyo? Okay? Di ba sabi sa environmental lang daw nag-apply pa ngayon, di ba? Wala pa tayong batas tungkol dyan. Like fake news, it is permitted. Pero pag mapanirang puri, kasi punta tayo sa fake news, huwag tayo pumunta sa negative na fake news. Punta tayo sa positive fake news, okay? That's oxymoron. Positive na fake news. The positive effect do sa target, okay? Okay? Like for example, yung mga nakinabang sila PBBM, sila VP Sara about sa fake news, okay? Alam mo, Italiano gold yan. Nakinabang sila dyan. Okay? Positive sa kanila. Yun na yung pag-usapan natin fake news. Okay? That's permitted. Right? That's permitted. Clickbait. That's permitted. Kasi walang law. Kapag sabi mo wala pa tayong law tungkol dyan, well, pwede lang natin sabihin is, it is permitted. Gets niyo yan? Saan ang gets niyo? Ang logic dito is triadic logic. Okay? Let's go.
Ngayon, ang isa pa sa mga framers, makakausap natin ngayon ang isa pa sa mga framers ng 1987 Constitution, si Atty. Rene Sarmiento. Magandang gabi po sa inyo, Atty. Sarmiento.
Good evening, Corina. Good evening po sa ating viewers and listeners.
Opo, kung inyo pong nasundan ay hati ang opinyon ni Atty. Monsod at retired Justice Ascuna tungkol po dito sa pag-remand sa articles of impeachment back to the lower house. Iniisip ko po, kayo po ba may ibang opinion?
We have a pragmatist here. Kasi it's either constitutional or unconstitutional, di ba? Ang sagot ni Justice Ascuna is it is not unconstitutional. Okay, nasa gray area ka nun. Kasi it doesn't mean na it is unconstitutional, it follows na it is constitutional. Kaya yung sinasabi na it is not unconstitutional, then it follows then kung ano yung sinabi nito na permitted. Okay, let's go. Naalala ko si Den sa post mo.
Ako po ay may gitnang opinion na Corina sa dalawang nagpapanggaan opinion, dalawang kaibigan ko, si Commissioner Monsod and Commissioner Ascuna. Kung tatanungin niyo, Corina, ito ba ay pwedeng ibalik sa Kongreso, sa House of Representatives? Sa ngayon po, may jurisdiction po, Corina, ay ang ating Senate. Yan po ang itinakda ng ating saligang batas. Since it has the sole power to try and decide, para sa akin po, pwede pong the situation is permissible to remand. Now,
Paano yung tolerable? Ano yun?
let me explain, Carmina, Corina. We have the constitutional perspective and the historical perspective. Ang pinanggalingan po ng ating rules on impeachment ay ang US 1787 Constitution.
Ito na, may history. Oh.
At sila po ay may dalawang libro na kung saan ang nilalama ay mga rules on impeachment. The Senate Manual and the Procedures and Guidelines on Impeachment Trials. Ano pong sinasabi po sa dalawang
Marinig yung argumento namin dito. Kasi gagamit ka lang ng logic eh. Kung yung argumento namin dito, marinig nyo dito. Tama.
batayan na ito? Una-una, pwede po ang to adopt unique procedures.
There it is. Pwede. Kasi nga, naguguluhan sila eh. Hindi dahil inadapt mo yung procedure ng korte, it means korte ka na rin, nakatulad ng Supreme Court, judicial. Hindi. Nung inadapt mo yon, nilagay mo sa rules mo. So ngayon, yung rules mo, it is correct by virtue na nilagay mo as a rule. It's not by virtue of what the Supreme Court's procedure is. No. It's not correct by virtue of that procedure. It is correct by virtue of its own rules. Kasi nilagay mo nga eh. You adopted that rule, that procedure, from the court. Nilagay mo sa impeachment, sa Senate. Right? Nasa rules mo. So ngayon, baliwala na yon. Tanggalin mo na yon. Ito yung rules. Whether that's unconstitutional or not, that can be questioned after. It's not all or nothing. Only those you applied. Morally wrong but hindi siya by the book. Ha? Huwag ka magbibitok, Veer. Morally wrong but hindi siya by the book. Ano? By the book? Nagigets mo bang may morally wrong din sa sa batas? Hindi ko gets. Huh? Ewan ko sa'yo. Let's go.
Una-una, pwede po ang to adopt unique procedures.
Yes.
Pangalawa po, they can act on incidental motions. Pangatlo po, kung babalikan po natin kasaysayan ng ating Senado sa Estados Unidos, sa paglilitis kay Clinton at kay Trump, kay Clinton, a motion to dismiss was filed, though it was outvoted.
It was filed before pa, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, pwede talagang ginawa ni Bato. Hindi nga lang mananalo yun. Sa tingin ko, hindi mananalo yun.
Sa kaso ni Trump, at the beginning of the trial, a motion to dismiss was introduced. Again, this was outvoted. In other words, they can act on unique procedures and incidental motions. Kaya para sa akin po, para po ito po ay tuloy-tuloy na at hindi mahinto, hindi umabot sa Korte Suprema, the House of Representatives should act on the two issues raised in the motion to remand. Although,
they should act on it ng pagkaka-remand. Kailangan sila sumagot, right?
ang masasabi ko po, Corina, with all these incidents going on, developments, the sacred constitutional command, forfeit proceeds
So, existing nga ang motion to...
in the mind of our senators and congressmen.
Opo. So malinaw po na sinasabi ninyo that it is legally permissible. Meaning, do you think that there might be not enough basis to elevate this to the Supreme Court?
So, hindi legally permissible. Permissible lang.
Kung sinasabi po ninyo na may basihan naman sa rules
Hindi,
na
wala
pwede
kang basihan kasi permissible nga eh.
po itong ibalik sa
Hindi,
mababa.
technically, wala siyang basihan. Wala siyang basihan. Nasa gray area siya, pero it doesn't violate the Constitution. Na-guess nyo? Iba yung may basihan. Okay? Pwede nga sila mag-adapt ng unique eh. Unique nga yun. Nag-adapt sila ng unique. O di nag-unique. Huwag lang yung gumagapang na unique. Mahirap yun. Mahirap i-adapt yun. Ubusin Chips Ahoy nyo nun. Chips Delight pala. Chip pala yun. Sorry. Chips Delight pala. Kaya nadapin. Mabubulo kayo ng oxygen tank. Let's go. Oh.
Na may basihan naman sa rules na pwede po itong ibalik sa mababang kapulungan.
That is correct. It is legally permissible, Corina.
It is legally permissible daw. Kasi legally, meaning kung pinag-uusapan nila is nandun sila nakakahon sa legal, meaning yung legally is not saying na legally nasa batas. Okay? Permissible meaning it's in the gray area but it doesn't violate the law. Okay? Tanda, ayun yung kailangan doon. It is in the gray area and it doesn't violate the law. Okay? Tandaan niyo yun. Kasi iba yung promoted as in nandun sa batas. Right? Iba yun. As long as it is in the gray area, it doesn't violate the law. It's called permissible. Okay?
And to me, parang to aktuan ng ating kagalang-galang na House of Representatives, only the proceedings. At wala pong sa tingin ko ang ating Korte Suprema ang patayan para to rule on this issue. Ang ating
Exactly. That's what I said too, right? Wala raw basihan ang Korte Suprema to rule on this issue. That's what I said too. This is political. Di ba sinabi ko na this is a political? They won't. Hindi sila makikialam dyan. That's a freaking political exercise.
Siyempre, ay hands-off po eh. This is a political trial.
Exactly. That's what I said. This is a political trial. Hindi yan mag-rule tungkol dyan. Political yan eh. Law prof din yan, if I'm not mistaken. Hello, Mickey Haller. That's what I said. Oo, kasi batas ng Senado yan eh. Walang pakialam. Kasi nga, co-equal and sui generis sila. Yun nga yung point eh. Co-equal, sui generis. You can adopt unique kasi nag-e-exist ka as a standalone. You can adopt rules. Sure, you can adopt procedures. But put it in the rules.
An exception to judicial monopoly. Hindi po sila makaka-legal trial. An exception. Ang ating Korte Suprema ay hands-off po eh. This is a political trial. An exception to judicial monopoly. An exception to
judicial monopoly.
Hindi po sila makakaalam. Ito po ay call ng ating Senado.
Exactly.
Meron po ba kayong suspetsa? Or do you find anything suspicious about the timing?
Yun lang naman, suspicious timing lang naman yan eh. So, yun lang din yung sinabi ko eh. Yun lang din sinasabi natin eh. Okay, yun lang din. Okay, sui generis, You can adopt rules. You make your own rules. You can adopt procedures. That's a political shit. So it is permissible to do that. Now, sinasabi nila, unconstitutional daw yon. Si Coco Pimentel na rin nagsabi. Pati sa carry over, di ba? It's not there. Either way. Mas maganda, sabi ni Atty. Neil, civil court. Well, hindi ko alam yan kasi sila yung lawyer eh. Ako kasi tinalagay ko sa logic tsaka philosophy lang eh. Tuwan yan, yung sinasabi ko, importanteng maintindihan nyo yun na promote through law, prohibit through law, and permit. Silent ang batas. Kumbaga, read between the lines. Yung read between the lines, yun yung gray area at yun yung permitted. Ganoon lang kadali. At tuwa na to. Mag-aantay tayo ng iba pa magsasabi. Kasi paulit-ulit lang din naman eh. Paulit-ulit. Kung ano yung point natin, yun din naman yung pinopoint out nila. Well, tayo kinuha lang natin sa logic tsaka sa philosophy. Eh, syempre hindi tayo pwede makialam dyan sa mga lawyers. Di ba? Sila yung mag-away-away dyan. Hindi, wag mo sama si Yusek. Huwag nyo isama. Wag. Ulitin ko, may dalawang klase ng lawyer sa mundo.